Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening, my beautiful hot messes. My name is Mrs. Lavender, also known as the findomdictator, and welcome to my reading YouTube channel. If you're looking for my other YouTube, it's A Beautiful Hot Mess, where I do daily regular content. It's AYE Beautiful Hot Mess. But if you're at the right place, welcome. We are reading The 48 Laws of Power by Robert Greene. I am on page 68, the last paragraph, Keys to Power. So go ahead and grab the book if you need it, and let's begin, shall we? Oh, before we start, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and obviously turn your post notifications on because you love me. Duh. Okay, keys to power. In your quest for power, you will constantly find yourself in the position of asking for help from those more powerful than you. There is an art to asking for help, an art that depends on your ability to understand the person you are dealing with and to not confuse your needs with theirs. Most people will never succeed at this because they are completely trapped in their own wants and desires. They start from the assumption that the people that the people they are appealing to have a selfless interest in helping them. They talk as if their needs matter to these people, who probably couldn't care less. Sometimes they refer to larger issues, a great cause, or grand emotions such as love and gratitude. They go for the big picture when simple everyday realities would have much more appeal. What they do not realize is that even the most powerful person is locked inside needs of his own, and that if you make no appeal to his self-interest, he merely sees you as desperate or at best waste of time. In the 16th century, Portuguese ministers tried for years to convert the people of Japan to Catholicism, while at the same time Portugal had a monopoly on trade between Japan and Europe. Although the missionaries did have some success, they never got far among the ruling elite. By the beginning of the 17th century, in fact, they're proselytizing. That's a word I don't know. Let me get my pencil. Give me a second. Yeah. So always have a pencil nearby. Oh, I thought there had no lead in it. Always have a pencil nearby because that's a word I don't know. Proselytizing had completely antagonized the Japanese Empire Aizu. When the Dutch began to arrive in Japan in great numbers, Aizu was much relieved. He needed Europeans for their know-how in guns and navigation. And here at last were Europeans who cared nothing for spreading religion. The Dutch wanted only to trade. Aizu swiftly moved to evict the Portuguese. From then on, he would only deal with the practical-minded Dutch. Japan and Holland were vastly different cultures, but each shared a timeless and universal concern: self-interest. Every person you deal with is like another culture, an alien land with the past that has nothing to do with yours. Yet you can bypass the differences between you and him by appealing to his self-interests. Do not be settled. You have valuable knowledge to share. You will fill his coffers with gold. You will make him live longer and happier. This is a language that all of us understand and speak. A key step to this process is to understand the other person's psychology. Is he vain? Is he concerned about his reputation or his social standing? Does he have enemies you could help him vanquish? Is he simply motivated by money and power? When the Mongols invaded China in the 12th century, they threatened to obliterate a culture that had thrived for over 2,000 years. Their leader, Genghis Khan, saw nothing in China but a country that lacked pasturing for his horses, and he decided to destroy the place, leveling all the cities, for it would be better to exterminate the Chinese and let the grass grow. Damn, that's mean. It was not a soldier, a general, or a king who saved the Chinese from devastation, but a man called Yul Chi. A foreigner himself, Qi had came to appreciate the superiority of Chinese culture. He managed to make himself a trusted advisor to Genghis Khan and persuaded him that he would reap riches out of the place if instead of destroying it. He simply taxed everyone who lived there. Khan saw the wisdom in this and did as Qi advised. When Khan took the city of after a long siege and decided to massacre its inhabitants, as he had in other cities that resisted him, She told him that the finest craftsmen and engineers in China had fled to caffeine, and it would be better to put them to use. Caffeine was spared. Never before had Genghis Khan ever shown mercy, but then it wasn't really mercy that saved caffeine. Chi knew Khan well. He was a barbaric peasant who cared nothing for culture, or indeed for anything other than warfare on practical resources, or practical resorts. Chi chose to appeal to that only emotion that would work on such a man: greed. Self-interest is a lever that will move people. Once you make them see how you can in some way meet their needs or advance their cause, their resistance to your requests for help will magically fall away. At each step of the way to acquiring power, you must train yourself to think your way inside the other person's mind is to see their needs and interests, to get rid of the screen of your own feelings that obscure the truth. Master this art and there will be no limits to what you can accomplish. Image, a cord that binds. The cord that of mercy and gratitude is threadbare and will break at the first shock. Do not throw such a lifeline. The cord of mutual self-interest is woven of many fibers and cannot easily be severed. It will serve you well for years. Authority. The shortest and best way to make your fortune is to let people see clearly that it is in your interest to promote yours. Jean de la Briard, 1645 to 1696. Reversal. Some people will see an appeal to their self-interest as an ugly and ignoble. Ignoble? What? I assume that's the opposite of noble. They actually prefer to be able to exercise charity, mercy, and justice, which are their ways of feeling superior to you. When you beg them for help, you empathize their power and position. They are strong enough to need nothing from you except the chance to feel superior. This is the wine that intoxicates them. They are dying to fund your project, to introduce you to powerful people, provided, of course, that all this is done in public and for a good cause. Usually the more public, the better. Not everyone, then, can be approached through cynical self-interest. Some people will be put off by it because they don't want to seem to be motivated by such things. They need opportunities to display their good heart. Do not be shy. Give them that opportunity. It's not as if you are conning them by asking for help. It is really their pleasure to give and to be seen giving. You must distinguish the differences among powerful people and figure out what makes them tick. When they ooze greed, do not appeal to their charity. When they want to look charitable and noble, do not appeal to their greed. Period. Okay, that's the end of chapter 14. The next episode will be law 14, pose as a friend, work as a spy. Ba-ba. But this is a good book, and this chapter means a lot, so it's kind of like, what's the chapter about? So, hold on. So it was law 13, when asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never show mercy or gratitude. I think that's really good. So it's just kind of like, if you want to get your way with people, you have to figure out who are you dealing with. It's like being a sales associate. Like, you're not going to sell the product the same to everybody, but it will still be the same product. Like, think of how many brands like have commercials that cater to different types of people. Like, if I'm trying to sell this candy bar, I'm going to say, like, this candy bar is really great. Like, let's say if it's a healthy candy bar. First, if you're a parent that wants to feed their children healthy stuff, but they like candy, this would be a good option. But it's also, this candy bar has had history. It started with a family recipe. If you're someone that's more homebound, that appealed to you, like, oh, I love that, like family, you know what I'm saying? It's like, even though it's the same product, you have different ways to sell it. So it's for yourself and you need help, you have to sell yourself in different ways. Like, if you apply for different types of jobs, and different types of jobs require different type of people. So you kind of have to adapt to get what you want. I don't know. Maybe I shortened it, but read the book. But again, my name is Mistress Lavender. Welcome to my Again, I'm Mistress Lavender. Thank you so much for joining my reading YouTube channel. And yeah, have a great day today. Stay safe. Go to my, if you want to see like all my social medias, go down below. It has all my links. And yeah, have a great day today. I'll see you next episode reading Law 14. Bye.